Hello students, this side Pooja Sharma, your physics teacher from Cambridge International School, Dasua. I hope you are fine and healthy and your family too. Children, I'm back with your physics lesson again. In the previous lesson, we did the introduction to numericals, where we studied about the basic steps which we have to follow. So let's revise that once and then we are going to carry forward the numericals. I'm going to discuss the solution of the worksheet which I have given you along with the video of introduction to numericals so that those numericals will be more clear to you. So let's get started. We are going to revise first the basic steps which we have to follow for solving any numerical. The first one we have done is given, which is from the question you have to find out that what all parameters are given to you and which parameter you have to find out. You have to write that all. Then you have to do the conversion. Means as per the requirement what you have to convert. Convert the unit from into the basic one, into the standard one. You have to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, or you have to convert hour into minute or into second as per the demand of the question. We do that. Remember one thing over here, that if the units are different in between a question, we try to convert that into the standard one. Fine. Like for distance we have standard of meter, for time we have standard second, and for length, the mass, for mass we have the standard unit as kilogram. Okay, then if the conversion is required, do that. If it is not required, okay. After that we proceed on with the next thing, that is formula. Formula means that based upon what is given to you and what is asked, you have to choose the one formula which you can apply to solve that. After applying the formula, you have to substitute all the values which are given to you in that formula, and then you have to solve it. At the last, you will be getting your result. Plus, you have to write the unit of whatever the parameter you are finding out. Fine. So, based upon this, we have done 1, 2 numericals. And I have given you a worksheet. We are going to discuss that worksheet today again, so that whatever your doubts are, please clear those doubts. So, let's get started. So the first numerical we have is change speed of 10 meter per second into kilometer per hour. Now in this we have 10 meter per second and we have to convert it into kilometer per hour. First of all, we have to understand this, that in 1 kilometer we have 1000 meter. Therefore in 1 meter we will be having 1 over 1000 kilometer. Okay, then we have to convert second into hour. So we know that in 1 hour we have 3600 second. Therefore in 1 second we will be having 1 over 3600 hour. Clear? Now let's put the values. This is 10 meter per second. 10 meter is equal to how many kilometers? 1 over 1000 kilometer. Divide by second. In 1 second how many hours? 1 over 3600 hour. Now when we solve it, we know there is a fraction after fraction. So what will happen? This will be 1 over 1000 kilometer and this fraction will get reversed. So it will be 3600 over 1 hour. Okay. So now when I am going to cancel this, these two zeros will be cancelled. 10 ones are 10, 10 ones are 10. So I left up with 36 kilometer per hour. So this is my Answer. Second numerical, convert a speed of 54 km per hour into meter per second. Now in this question, we have 54 km per hour and we have to convert it into meter per second. Now let's do this. 54 km per hour. So 54 multiplied by, in 1 kilometer how many meters? There are 1000 meters. And in 1 hour how many seconds? 3600 second. Okay. Now cancel out. These two zeros will be cancelled. 10 and 36. We cancel it on table of 2. 2 5s are 10. 2 18s are 36. Okay. Now 2 9s are 18. 2 27s are 54. 9 1s are 9. 9 3s are 27. So 3 multiplied by 5. 15 and meter over second. So your answer is 15 meter over second. Children, remember one thing over here, that rather than doing this calculation again and again, see, we have to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. Means always we have to write 1000 over 3600. Fine. So when we cancel it, we get this 5 over 18. So we can directly also do this, that in 1 kilometer per hour, how many meter per seconds we have? We have 5 over 18 meter per second. Fine. Now, it is 54 kilometer per hour. So in 54 kilometer per hour, we have 54 into 5 over 18 meter. Now when we cancel it over here, 2 9s are 18. 2 27s are 54, 9 1s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So 3 multiplied by 15, 3 multiplied by 5, 15 meter per second. So you can do this way also. When you have to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, multiply the term with 5 over 18. When you have to do the reverse, like in the first question we did meter per second into kilometer per hour. That time what you can do is 18 over 5 kilometer per hour, and you can find out your answer. Okay. In third numerical, the odometer of a car reads 2000 km at the start of the trip and 2400 km at the end of the trip. If the trip took 8 hours, calculate the average speed of the car in kilometer per hour and in meter per second. So the starting reading of the car is 2000. At the end of the trip, it is 2400. So we can calculate the distance from here and then we divide it with time and we can get the speed. Let's do it. Now in this question, it is said that odometer of the car reads 2000 at the start and at the end it reads 2400 km. Now children, understand this point. Suppose you are standing at a position where it is written 5 km and after some time you reach to a point where it is written 8 km. So what the distance you covered? Is it 8 km? No. What we have to do, because we are not starting from 0, we start from 5 and we reach till 8. So what we have to do is final minus initial. So that is 8 minus 5 is equal to 3 km is the distance which you have covered. Okay. Similarly, when the car started, on the odometer, the device where the reading is written, the distance is measured, it is written 2000. And when the car stops, it is written 2400. So what is the distance covered? That is 2400 minus 2000, 400 km is covered. Okay. And the time taken to cover it is 8 hours. Now we have to find out average speed, that is total distance over total time. So what is the total distance here? 400 km and the total time is 8 hours. So 8 ones are 8, 8 fives are 40, 8 fifties are 400. Therefore 50 km per hour is your average speed. Second, they said convert it into meter per second also. So I already told you that if you have to convert anything into meter per second, just multiply that with 5 over 18. So when I do this, 2 9s are 18, 2 25s are 50, 25 into 5, 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10, 12, 125 over 9, and when you cancel it out, you will have the answer as 13.88 meter per second. Fourth numerical, a car traveling at 20 km per hour speeds up to 56 km per hour in 5 seconds. What is its acceleration? Now in this question, the initial velocity is given to us as 20 km per hour and final velocity is given as 56 km per hour. Okay, and the time is given 5 seconds. We have to find out acceleration. Now, first of all, this is the requirement to do the conversion. So let's convert it. Now you already know that how to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. Directly multiply the term with 5 over 18. So 2 9s are 18, 2 10s are 20, 10 5s are 50 over 9. And when you cancel it out, you get the answer as 5.5 meter per second. Okay. Then is final velocity 56 km per hour. Again 56 into 5 over 18. 2 9s are 2 28s are 56. This is 28 into 5. That is 5 8s are 40. 5 2s are 10. 4 14. 140 over 9. When you cancel it out, you will be having 15.5 meter per second. Okay, and the time is given to you as 5 seconds. We have to find out acceleration. Now next is to apply formula. So formula of acceleration is final velocity minus initial velocity over time. Remember this, that initial velocity we write with u, final velocity we write with v. So it is v minus u over t. So what is the value of v? It is 15 minus 5 minus the value of u is 5.5 over time is 5 seconds. 15.5 minus 5.5, that is 10 over 5. So you cancel out, your answer is 2 meter per second square. Fifth numerical, Usha swims in a 90-meter long pool. She covers 180 meter in 1 minute by swimming from one end to the other and back along the same straight path. Find the average speed and the average velocity of Usha. Okay. First of all, understand the demand of the question. They are saying that Usha swims. Let's say this is your pool and the length of the pool is given to you as 90 meter. Okay. Usha swims from, let's say, point A, moved to this side and again came back. Okay. So what is the total distance Usha covered? 90 going and 90 coming back. So the total distance covered is 90 plus 90. So what is the total distance? 180. And this total distance is covered in 1 minute. So time is 1 minute converted into seconds. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. First they are saying find out the average speed. Average speed is total distance over total time. So the total distance over here is 90 plus 90 and time is 60. So 180 over 60. 0 0 cancel. 6 1s are 6 3s are. So it is 3 meter per second. Second thing they are asking is average velocity. That is displacement over time. If you look in the figure carefully, Usha started from here, from point A, goes to the another side, point B, and again came back to point A. So in this case, the total displacement will be 0 because from where the Usha started, she covered some distance and she came back to the same position again. So the displacement will be 0. So displacement over time, displacement is 0, time is 60. So 0 over 60 is 0 meter per second. So in this case, average speed is 3 meter per second and whereas average velocity is 0 meter per second. What is the reason of the 0? Because the path followed is a closed path. Therefore, the displacement, that is the shortest distance, is 0. Therefore, the velocity will be 0. Numerical 6. A bus decreases its speed from 80 km per hour to 60 km per hour in 5 seconds. Find the acceleration of the bus. Now here the speed decreases. It means obviously the acceleration is going to be negative. Let's do it. Now in this question, the bus decreases the speed. Okay. Initial velocity is given to you as 80 km per hour. Final velocity is given to you as 60 km per hour. Means the bus decreases from 80 to 60. So one thing is clear, that this is going to be negative acceleration because the velocity is decreasing. Okay. Now let's do it. We have 80 km per hour. We have to convert it into meter per second. That is 80 into 5 over 18. And you get the answer as 22.22 meter per second. Children, please work on to these, how to get it into decimals. Okay. There is final velocity 60 kilometer. We have to, it is kilometer per hour. We have to convert it into meter per second. So again, multiplying with 5 over 18, your answer will be 16.67 meter per second. We have to find out acceleration. Time is given to you as 5 seconds. So the formula of acceleration, A is equal to V minus U over T. That is final minus initial velocity over time. Final velocity is which one? This one. 16.67 minus initial is 22.22 over 5. So when you cancel it, you have, when you subtract this, you have the answer 5.55. But because this 22.22 is greater than 16.67, so this sign will come. So it is minus 5.55 over 5. When you cancel it, this is minus 1.11 meter per second square. Now see, the answer is of acceleration only. This minus sign will tell you that this is the negative acceleration, not the positive acceleration. Okay. So what this negative sign denotes here, two things, that the acceleration is negative and the velocity decreases. Only then this came. Okay. If the velocity increase, you will be having positive acceleration. There will be a sign of positive, that is plus. If it is minus here, it means it is decreasing. It is negative acceleration. Seventh numerical. A car moving with initial velocity of 50 meter per second is brought to rest in 10 seconds. Calculate the acceleration of the car. Here the car is brought to rest, means it approaches to 0. Let's understand. Now, in this question, you have initial velocity as 50 meter per second and then the object is brought to rest. Means the final velocity is going to be 0. This is the main reason why I am stressing onto this. When something starts from rest, initial velocity will be 0. When something stops, okay, comes to rest after some velocity, after some distance, then the final velocity is going to 0. Now, initial is 50 and then it stops, means the final will be 0. And it stops in how much time? After 10 seconds. Okay. So, initial is given, that is the value of U is given. Final, that is the value of V is given, and T, time is given to you. Okay. We have to find out acceleration. Acceleration is final minus initial velocity over time. So, final velocity is what? 0. Initial is 50 over time is 10. So, 0 minus 50 is minus 50. Again, because 50 is greater, so sign minus will come. So, minus 50 over 10. 0, 0 cancel. So, it will be minus 5 meter per second square. Again, understand one thing over here. It is minus sign. It means which acceleration is this? This is negative acceleration. You can also understand it from here. Initial velocity is 50. Final velocity comes to 0. It means there is a decrease. So, it is negative acceleration. Okay. Numerical 8. An object travels 16 meter in 4 seconds and then 16 meter in 2 seconds. What is the average speed of the object? In this question, the object travels 16 meter in 4 seconds and then 16 meter in 2 seconds. Okay. So the total distance what we have is first covered 16 meter and then again covered 16 meter. So the total distance is 32 meter. First 16 meter are covered in 4 seconds. Next 16 meters are covered in 2 seconds. So the total time will be 6 seconds. We have to find out every speed, that is total distance over total time. So total distance is 32, total time is 6. So it is 32 over 6. 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12. So it is 16 over 3. When you divide it, you get the answer as 5.33 meter per second. So this is going to be your average speed.
Numerical 9. A train starting from railway station and is moving with uniform acceleration attains a speed of 40 km per hour in 10 minutes. Find its acceleration. Now here the train is starting from railway station, so obviously it starts from rest, means from 0 meter per second.
Now the train start from railway station. Means first the train is at rest, then started. So what we can conclude from here, that initial velocity of the train will be 0 because the train started from the railway station. So it started from rest and then it is moving with a uniform acceleration attaining a speed of 40 km per hour. Means final velocity is given as 40 km per hour and the time taken to do this is 10 minutes. We have to find out acceleration. Okay. So let's do the conversions first. We have 40 km per hour. So multiplying it with 5 over 18, we get the answer. 2 9s are, 2 20s are. So it is 100 over 9. And when I divide it, my answer will be 11.11 meter per second. Then is time. It is in minutes. We have to convert it into seconds, into the standard one. So in 1 minute, how many seconds? We have 60 seconds. So 10 multiplied by 60 is going to be 600 seconds. Okay. Now we have to find out acceleration. So the formula for acceleration is A is equal to V minus U over T. That is, what is V? 1.11 minus U is 0 over time is 600. So 11.11 over 600. When you divide it, you get the answer as 0.0185 meter per second square. Because this is greater and there is positive sign, so it will be positive. Okay. So this is positive acceleration. Or you can say it increases from 0 to 40. So it is going to be positive acceleration. Now we can write it into 2 digits after decimal. So it is 5. It's going to be 8. Now 8 is greater than 5. So we are going to replace this and we are going to add 1 into this term. Okay. So it will be 0.02 meter per second square. So it is 0.02 meter per second square, your acceleration.
Numerical 10. An athlete completes one round of circular track of diameter 200 meter in 40 seconds. What will be the distance covered and the displacement at the end of 2 minutes and 20 seconds? Now here the diameter of the track is 200 meter. It means the radius of the track will be 100 meter. Second thing is clear from here that athlete completes the track, means athlete is on to the boundaries of the circle. It means athlete is moving along with the circumference. And the formula of circumference is what? 2 pi r. We have to find out the distance after 2 minutes and 20 seconds. It means we have to find out the circumference and then multiply it with the rounds taken in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Let's solve this.
So the track which the athlete has to cover. Let's see the track first. This is the track. Athlete started from A, covered this track in 40 seconds. One round is completed in 40 seconds. And the diameter of the track is given to you as 200 meter. Okay. Now, if the diameter is 200, the radius will be 200 divided by 2. That is half of the diameter. That is 100 meter. Time taken to complete one round is how much? 40 seconds. They are asking that after 2 minutes and 20 seconds, what is the distance traveled? It means we have to find out how many rounds will be covered in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. First of all, we will find that and then we find out the distance. Now, 2 minutes 20 seconds means how many seconds? 1 minute means 60 seconds. 2 minutes means 2 multiplied by 60 plus 20 seconds extra. So it's going to be 120 plus 20, that is 140 seconds. Okay. Now, 40 seconds for one round. 1 second for 1 over 40 rounds. Therefore, 140 second is 1 over 40 multiplied by 40, that is 3.5 rounds. How we can do this? Simply you have a unitary method. You have done this in your grade 7-8 about in your maths. That like I give you an example. You are going to a shopkeeper and you are saying that, Bhaiya, what is the cost of this chocolate? Bhaiya say that you can have 2 of rupees 10. Then you are asking and then you are saying to the Bhaiya that, Bhaiya, give me 3. How much you have to pay? If 2 chocolates are of 10 rupees, 1 chocolate will be of 5, then 3 will be of 3 multiplied by 5, that is 15. Similarly, 40 seconds for one round. 1 second, how many rounds? 1 over 40. 140 seconds mein how many rounds? 1 over 40 multiplied by 140. So your rounds will be 3.5. Okay. Now, this one round, this is the outer side of the, you can say circle. What we say, this is the circumference of the circle. Okay. And its formula is 2 pi r. This is for one round. How many rounds you are going to take? 3.5. So 2 pi r multiplied by 3.5. You put the values, calculate it. You get the answer as 2200 meter. Okay. Now you have to find out the displacement. Athletes start from here. This will be one round, reaching back to A. Then 2 rounds, then 3 rounds. 3.5 will be covered here. And if you look onto this line, this is a kind of diameter. Fine. And this is going to be the shortest distance from point A to B as well. Therefore, we can say the displacement will be equal to diameter, that is 200 meter.
So children, in this we have covered the worksheet which I have given you along with the previous video, and I hope the doubts are all clear now. I have tried to explain the things better to you. Still, if you have any doubt, you can contact me and clear that. And my one suggestion to you is that for your numericals, you have to make 2-3 things very strong. One is obviously the numerical portion, how to apply formula, how to do conversions, all the basics to be very clear. Next is, second thing which you need to stress on, which you need to work on, is multiplication and division. Because that's going to take your time if it is not clear to you. If it is clear, if your basics are clear, you can easily do that. Fine, that will be time consuming. That is why I'm saying this. And the third and the very important is work on to the unitary method. Fine, your calculations are going to be easy. Thank you. Even if you have any doubt, you can call me and I will try to clear it out. Thank you. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself, take care of your family and study hard. Thank you.